Hi everyone, I am Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. In this episode, I will be discussing the meaning and properties of a square. Okay, when we say square, this is a quadrilateral with four sides of equal length and four equal interior angles. Okay, this figure is a square. We have here four sides of equal length and four interior angles that are equal in measures. If you're trying to recall our previous episodes, a quadrilateral with four sides of equal length is a rhombus. Okay, and a quadrilateral with four equal interior angles is a rectangle. So it means a square is a rhombus plus rectangle. Okay, what are the properties of a square that you need to understand and remember? Okay, first, it has all the properties of a parallelogram. So it means opposite sides are equal in length. Okay, and then opposite angles are equal in measures. So we can use all the properties of a parallelogram to describe a square. Okay, what about the second property? According to this one, the two diagonals are equal in length and bisect each other perpendicularly. Okay, the two diagonals are equal in length. So, this is a rectangle. Two diagonals are equal in length. That's a rectangle. Okay, bisect each other perpendicularly. If the two diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly, then this is a rhombus. So in this one, these two diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. So that means there is a right angle formed here. Okay, now what are the conditions for a rectangle and rhombus to be a square? So we have here two conditions for a rectangle to be a square and two conditions for a rhombus to be a square. Okay, let's start with these first two conditions. Two adjacent sides are equal in length. Okay, we know that in a rectangle, this side and this side, or these two adjacent sides, are not equal in length. So to make this as a square, then we have to make these two adjacent sides equal in length. So we need to adjust in order for this rectangle to be a square. Okay, second one is the two diagonals are perpendicular. In a rectangle, two diagonals are not perpendicular. So it means when they meet at this point, there's no right angle form. Okay, to make this square, these two diagonals must be perpendicular. So it means they should meet at a right angle. To make a rectangle to be a square, or to make a rectangle square, then two diagonals must be perpendicular. Okay, what about for a rhombus? What are the conditions for a rhombus to be a square? Okay, first, one angle is 90 degrees. Okay, if it's a rhombus, then opposite angles are equal in measures. But to make this one a square, because take note, squares angles are 90 degrees each angle. So to make a rhombus square, then this angle or one angle must be 90 degrees. Because if one angle is 90 degrees, then the rest of the angles are also 90 degrees. Okay, the second one is the two diagonals are equal in length. Okay, if it's rhombus, then diagonals are not equal in length. Okay, this diagonal and this diagonal are not equal in length if it's rhombus. So to make it a square, then we have to adjust. Make these two diagonals equal in length. Okay, let's try this example to check whether we understand the lessons learned a while ago. So according to this one, in square ABCD, we will let O be the intersection point of two diagonals. So this is a square ABCD. These two diagonals meet at this point O. So we will find the measure of angle X and the value of Y. So angle X is this angle and Y is this length. Okay, since this is a square, then it means all sides are equal in length. And also, diagonals are equal in length. And aside from that, these diagonals meet perpendicularly. So it means this angle is 90 degrees. So X or angle X is 90 degrees. Okay, since these two diagonals meet perpendicularly, then this is equal to this length, and this length. So if this diagonal is 6 centimeters, then it means this is 3 centimeters. So Y is 3 centimeters. Okay, now let's answer these simple questions. The first one is, we will find the area of square ABCD. Okay, so we have this square ABCD, and the two diagonals are also drawn or written here, and the diagonal measures 10 centimeters. They meet at this point O. The question is, we will find the area of this square. Usually, if we are finding the area of a square, we are going to multiply this length times this length. But since we don't know the length of this side and the length of this side, we cannot use that way. So what we're going to do is, we're going to move this square or tilt this square this way. So we know that these sides or these four sides are equal in measures. And we are going to draw, okay, a square outside this figure. So from here to here, if we will draw this diagonal line, then this measures 10 centimeters according to this figure. So this is also 10 centimeters. So we can now find the area of this square. So first, this measures 10 centimeters. This measures 10 centimeters. So it would be 10 times 10. So that would be equal to 100 square centimeters. But since we are just trying to find the area of this square, then we have to divide this one by 2. So the area of this square now is 50 square centimeters. Okay, for the last question, let's also answer this one. In square ABCD, point E lies on diagonal BD. If angle DAE is 35 degrees, what is the measure of angle X? So it's given that this is a square ABCD. Point E lies on the diagonal BD. So this is our diagonal, and then point E lies on diagonal BD. So if angle DA is 35 degrees, or this angle, we're trying to find the measure of angle X or this angle. Okay, since this is a square, then all the sides are equal in length. And when we draw this diagonal line BD, we have this triangle CDB. Okay, and this triangle CDB is an isosceles triangle. Specifically, okay, an isosceles right triangle. Because take note, this is a square, so this is 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Okay, if this is an isosceles right triangle, and if this is 90 degrees, then it means this angle is 45 degrees. This is 45 degrees. So it means this is also 45 degrees. This is also 45 degrees. Okay, now, we have this triangle, ABE. So triangle ABE, and we also have this triangle CBE, or this triangle CBE. Triangle CBE. And these two triangles are congruent triangles. Okay, to prove that this side corresponds to this side, they are equal in measures. Okay, this is 45 degrees. This is 45 degrees corresponding angles. And, okay, we have this, okay, side here, or the common side. So, SAS congruent. So, these two triangles are congruent triangles. So that means corresponding angles and corresponding sides are equal in measures and length. Okay, so this angle now corresponds to this angle. So this is also angle X. Okay, and to find now this angle X, this is actually the exterior angles for this triangle ADE. So if it's exterior angles, then it's the sum of the two non-adjacent angles. So the sum of 35 degrees and 45 degrees. So to find this angle, so this is now 35 degrees plus 45 degrees. So this is 80 degrees. So if this is 80 degrees, then it means this angle, or angle X, is also 80 degrees. So what's the measure of angle X? It's 80 degrees.